You might think a cat that experienced a horrible traumatic accident would be difficult to adopt and care for. But you might be wrong. Meet Deuce.
But he's come such a long way. He is the most lovable cat. He loves to be loved on, loves to be kissed, loves to be petted.
Deuce's story gained national and even international media attention when he was discovered sometime after an accident that severed both his hind legs and his tail. Somehow, he survived and adapted.
First, he lost his two back legs, then survived in the wild for about a month.
We're talking about a cat named Deuce, and wait until you see how he has adapted to his disability. News 9's Dana Hertnicki has his story tonight. Dana?
Kelly and Amanda, originally when Deuce was discovered on Monday, investigators thought someone had intentionally cut off his back legs. But now his vet believes he was injured in some sort of farm accident. When you first meet Deuce, he's kind of a sad little sight. His back legs gone from the knee down. Still, aside from being malnourished, his vet at the Quail Creek Vet Clinic said he seemed to be okay.
He's a total miracle. To think that a cat would survive an injury of that degree and then be able to live out in the environment without any kind of food or protection or any kind of health care for 4 to 6 weeks.
So they started thinking about prosthetics, but Deuce doesn't like to have his injured legs touched. Then Wednesday morning, he started doing this.
He seems to have figured it out. He's compensating much better than we ever thought he would.
And unlike anything they have ever seen, making Deuce more like a one and only.
He's kind of a motivator around here. We figure if he can do it, anybody can.
I mean, I already had a 3-legged cat, might as well add a 2-legged cat to the bunch. I knew I could do it. I knew I could love him.
When Stephanie Coker heard Deuce's story, she knew she wanted to take care of him. And she was prepared to deal with a cat with severe physical and emotional issues. But she found herself amazed at Deuce's resilience.
He can do pretty much anything my other cats can do. I actually was surprised. I thought that it was going to be a little bit more of a, battle than I thought. And it's been pretty easy. It really has. He's been doing great. I think animals just adapt. They just adapt and they figure it out. They learn how to do it,
Stephanie has made a few accommodations for Deuce. There are rugs and towels on the wood floors to help him get traction with his front legs. But she says that is all he has required, apart from love.
Anybody that sees him, at first they're like, oh, and then they see him get around, they're like, oh, okay, well, he's fine. He's okay, he's fine, He's in a great house and a loving environment, so he's doing just fine.